and this is our review of
All Hail.
Dad, it says heal.
What? That's what I said. Look on the screen right there. It says Hail.
I'd like to thank the publisher for providing me a review copy of the game prior to its release.
It was developed by Jesse Makinen and published by Ratalaika Games. The release date was April 16th, so we are a little late to the party. Oops.
Never too late to party. Oh, where's your party hat at? Nice!
But the pre-order is still open, so if you jump on it right now, you can get a 20% discount.
And here we have another weekly release from the Achievement Factory known as Ratalaika.
Sweet. Hey Dad, can I play it? Is it an action platformer? Is it a arcade shooter? Stunt car racer? No, wait. What's with the old man? Oh, I know. It's a murder mystery. That's great. Let me play. I want to try and shoot down the murderer. He kind of looks like you, walking with a cane and a broken hip.
All right. Get out of here. Yo! What are you talking about? Shoot the murderer. Wouldn't that make you a murderer? Heal is a slower-paced puzzler in the vein of titles like The Witness, Escape Room, Myst, or the Riven series, or any other of the Numa Breath of Life or Gorga style game that puts logic puzzles at the heart of the gameplay. Speaking of gameplay, the entire game plays out as a point-and-click adventure, if you want to call it that. The classic art style is a nice touch. I'm sure my grandma would probably recognize some of the crap shoved into the background in this game, but there isn't much more gameplay-wise for the game that hasn't been done before. Let's talk about that concept, shall we? You play as an elderly gentleman walking around the hallways and parks solving puzzles to open doorways to the next area. Is this supposed to be a metaphor of some sort? I had to dig a little bit more than I wanted to online to come up with a storyline for this little gem. It goes a little something like this.
He has lived a long and full life, but now he is losing his identity to dementia. Who he was is now fading away, replaced by a new version. He must solve riddles in his mind to unlock his past and realize who he is becoming. Sounds like it's time for him to make a visit to the Bee and Farm.
All jokes aside, the game was published by Rata, so based on that, the majority of the gamers playing this title will be washing the achievements and moving on. So, right up here is a link to Cheetah's Guide, where he runs through it in about 35 minutes! The logic puzzles found in the game are fairly basic and will not be any cause for those monumentous Brainbusters!
Mr. Brainbuster!
So really, there's no need for a guide, unless you're in a hurry, like me. And the game really should only take you about an hour to run through on your own, without a guide. The stark color palette, although I'm sure it was intentional, just seemed dark and washed out. It reminded me exactly why Nintendo's first-party titles are so successful with the kids. Although, I would love to say that they added some sort of depth with the background soundtrack, but I really can't. Just have a listen. A little situational music to build the excitement or add an element of environment other than this looped Tweety bird. Heal, you're definitely not breaking the mold with this game, and I'll take your quick 1,000 G's and run off to next week's Ratalaika title on my way to 2 million. With little to no replay value, short playthrough, and forgettable experiences, we're graciously giving this old man 2 beans out of 5. Be sure to visit again next week. We'll be covering an upcoming Chili Dog interactive title called Dead Dust. Y'all stay safe out there. We'll see you next time on the farm.